High energy, high vibrations. Let's expand our frequencies. Welcome to Back to Life Tarot. I am the Eclectic Spiritualist, here to bring you insight from Spirit on a variety of topics. As we gather in today, I would like to let you know that I am offering personal readings. My readings are done live, one on one, over Zoom. So if you are interested in getting a reading with me, the information is going to be listed in the description box. So please feel free to go ahead and schedule a reading with me. I would really love to talk with you. Today's reading is a timeless one, and it is, what information does Spirit want for you to know? So let's go ahead and get in. We have three piles to choose from. Pile one, pile two, pile three. Now take a moment to take a few deep and clarifying breaths. Slowly in, slowly out, and make your selection. If you would like, you can go ahead and pause the video so that way you get more of a feeling as to which pile of cards is the right one for you. And if you feel inclined to pick more than one pile, please go ahead and do so. And if you feel as if all three piles are pertaining to you, then please go ahead and listen to the entire video. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, group one, your first card up is the Ace of Pentacles. The next card that came out from the Illuminati Tarot is the Hangman in reverse. And the last card that came out from the Illuminati Tarot is the Queen of Cups, and that came out outright. Okay, so right off the bat here with this Ace of Pentacles, the feeling I receive from this for you, Group 1, is that you're about to step into material abundance. There's going to start a growth. There's going to be the start of something new. And it feels like it's from ideas that you've been putting together, is the new realization of the materialization of your ideas that are coming through. That's what I'm feeling when I'm looking at this card. All the colors are so vivid, and there's water there. Water brings in abundance. Water holds memory. Water is so plentiful. If you think about all the drops of water that have to go into, let's say, like that pond that's there, it takes so many drops. It's so abundant. And if you stop to look at the little things that you're doing in your life, they're going to add up to big things, and they're going to come to a realization, a manifestation of reality for you. So this is really encouraging. I hope that you're encouraged by this information here, especially as this is just the opening of your reading. Next, we got the Hangman in reverse. And with it coming in reverse, um, that's really good news. That means that you're not being held up anymore. Like, the ideas that you've been having are taking root. They're actually starting to bring forth the effort. You're seeing the effort pay off. You're seeing your hard work starting to pay off. You're no longer stuck in a situation where you're no longer stuck. That's basically it. That's what I wanted to say with this card here. You are now moving yourself out from these dark gray times into an area where you are now able to use your wisdom that you gained while you were stuck in the hangman position. that is where you have to take time to see why you're stuck and where you are stuck. It is a time for you to slow down and not make moves when you are in the hangman kind of energy. But seeing that it came up reverse, this is now a time for you to be more free because you have taken that time, or spirit had put you on a timeout for a while to help you gather your thoughts, to give you inspiration, and to help you build up the energy that you need. So sometimes not being able to move forward or backwards and just being stuck in one position is really not a bad thing. It does give you the time to meditate and to really get in touch with yourself and to take stock of what is going on in your life. With the Queen of Cups, what I'm getting from this energy of the card here, and actually I'm zooming in more so what caught my attention is these dragonflies that are put throughout the picture. Dragonflies are a sign of visitation from the spirit realm, like your passed on ancestors. Uh, And they are also very interesting as animals or insects. I'm really not sure what to call them. What I have learned about them is that they can hover in place and they can fly backwards and side to side and not just forward. They are able to change direction. So with us getting the hangman in reverse, it's like you're now free from the restrictions of being stuck in either a mind frame, a situation, or a person. Cups talk about emotions, right? And well, that's what the suit speaks about, not just emotions, but in this instant here, I'm feeling like you have been given time to really reconcile your emotions and get into a place where you are now in tune with what is for you and what is not for you, what is going to help you and what is not going to help you. You're able to see you're in a place of regalness, of royalty, in that whether you are male or female, it's the energy of the queen. This is a great energy to be in, and it's a great place of emotional balance for you. So if you are not there as of yet, that is what's coming in for you. Next up is some cards that were pulled for this group one from the Angels of Abundance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue. So the first one that came up is Unlimited Ideas. It says, your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action and allow these ideas to come to fruition. You're at that point. If you remember, we were looking at the hangman. When you're stuck in that hangman energy, it gives you time to reflect, gives you time to clear out the clutter that's in your mind and make space for new things to come in. And this is the time that you will be receiving these inspired downloads and being able to take inspired actions from these unlimited ideas that are coming your way. Next up, we have gratitude list. It says counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover these amazing, generous, oh, okay. Well, let me fix that. And you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. Got tongue tied. Okay. That's a beautiful thing to do. Um, Seeing that you did move out from this moment of contemplation, this should be um, a pretty easy assignment to do is to write a gratitude list. So I'm not going to be like a taskmaster or anything, but how about you write down three things that you are grateful for, so that way you can start being in the attitude of gratitude, which opens up so many blessings for you. It is a vibration that puts you on the frequency of gratitude and makes you very attractive to what it is that you are desiring to come into your life. So while practicing gratitude, it elevates your mood and puts you in a better mind frame. So go ahead and write those three things that you are grateful for. And if you can do this on a daily basis, you will see your life improve. The third card that came out from this deck of oracle cards is ask for your needs to be met. It says God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So with this time that you have taken to express gratitude, to listen in and develop these unlimited ideas that are coming your way, it is more than okay to ask for your needs to be met. And there has to be a willingness to allow help to come to you. Don't be too prideful. When you are in need, sometimes the simplest prayer that you can say and you can utter from your heart is help. You'll be amazed to see what help can come to you when you open yourself up and you stop feeling pride. Well, no, I don't want you to not feel pride in yourself, but letting the fear get in the way or feeling like you have to have control of everything or having the mindset that if you're going to get something done right, you have to do it yourself. That is a limiting belief. We were put here on the earth to be of assistance to each other. So if you are in need, please take the time out to ask for help, whether it's from God, Goddess, Source, Divine Source, Holy Spirit, angels, or even your family members, friends, whatever it may be. If the need is there, ask. The next card is let go of guilt. It says, when you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. This goes in line with that asking for help. I'm not saying that your guilt is around you not asking for help, but there is a need for you to act within your Queen of Cups energy, and that is being balanced emotionally. So if there are things that are keeping you in the upright hangman position where you can't move forward because there's so much guilt, that is something that needs to be changed. That's also something that you can ask for help for. That becomes a need, right? Because this guilt that we carry around us from other people and from ourselves is quite heavy. That's a lot of baggage to deal with. And a lot of times we're carrying things that are not even ours to carry. So ask for your needs to be met and ask for there to be some assistance given to you in the way that you need it, whether you need assistance of encouraging words or you need physical assistance or financial assistance, a way will be made for you when you open your mouth to speak and when you open your mouth to say, I forgive myself. You know, that's a really important thing to do is to forgive yourself. The world is built around how you feel and you see things. So, wouldn't it be better if you were feeling great about yourself and about your life and the things that you do? Go ahead and let go of that guilt. You will feel so much better. And the last card to come up from the Angels of Abundance Oracle card deck is Face Your Financial Fears. It says, when you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self doubts. I think that's just pretty clear, cut and clear. I'm not even going to go ahead and add on to it. Go ahead and face what it is that you need to face. Or actually, I'm going to go ahead and add on. I like to talk. All right, here we go. Going is being drawn back to the card of ask for your needs to be met. This is going to come along. You'll find relief once you start getting into the attitude of gratitude. It's going to open up the space for you to receive those unlimited ideas, which can help you with either deciding you're going to go get some other employment or add on to the employment that you have or change your employment, um, or however it is that you bringing in finances. There might be a change coming pretty soon to you because you're going to be given inspiration from these unlimited ideas coming to you. These next three cards are from the Sacred Traveler Oracle card set by Denise Lynn. And the first card up is View from Above. It's saying get the big picture. Now, with the time that you had being stuck and these unlimited ideas that are coming to you and your needs being met by you facing your financial fears, I feel like there is the need to ask your higher power to help you change your point of view or to help you to see a different perspective, for you to receive a heavenly view of what is going on around you. So that way you can see the big picture and you can see where the pieces start to fall into place. So if you're into prayer or meditation, really take that time to gain clarity and insight and direction by asking for a heavenly view of your situation. Next up is watching the clouds. It says lay back, rest, and relax. I know you're trying to fix your finances and rid yourself of guilt and try to have your needs be met. How can you do this if you're exhausted? The mind can't function correctly without rest. The body can't function correctly without relaxation. There has to be time for you to sow back into yourself. emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. There has to be some time for you and some time where you're not stressed out. This will be a time for you to take a few hours for yourself. Try to give yourself that time. I mean, I understand I myself have a full household, and I'm quite busy throughout the day, but there's times where I'm pushing myself way too hard, and my body's just like, oh no, we can't keep doing this. We can't keep up this pace. And I feel like that is the case with many of you here in Group One. Um, you're just working yourself to the bone, and it really needs to stop. There needs to be balance in your life. There needs to be some time for you to sow back into you, to be in that Queen of Cups energy, to have your cup full, right? Because we're not supposed to give from our cup, we're supposed to give from the overflow. So take some time to rest your body, rest your mind, and as you do, you will find that these unlimited ideas start to fill your mind, and you are given a clear insight and direction as to where to go. So that way your life's not one where you are constantly in that feeling of guilt of not being able to provide the things that you want for yourself and your family. Things are going to change. There is a feeling of change coming through here with this reading. So do take some time to actually take care of yourself. The last card is Fellow Travelers. It says support is all around you. Now, when you get into the attitude of gratitude and you are raising your vibration and you are matching the frequency of your desire, it sends out this energy into the world around you and it attracts a team of people, the people that you need to have come into your life, those who have similar mindsets, similar visions, similar paths in your into your life. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to have a community around you, to have people that you can go to laugh and cry with, sing and dance with, just enjoy being in their company. This is what's coming your way. This is you within that Queen of Cups energy. Your emotions are balanced and you are able to focus on what it is you want and send out this emotion or send out this frequency that makes you so much more attractive. It's like the peacock in the picture. It's like once you get into this vibration of gratitude and of taking time for yourself and of releasing guilt and facing your situations, your financial situations, your material situations head on and asking for spirit to help you, asking for that change of perspective. It's going to draw people to you like a magnet because you have become magnetized now within this energy of, asking for your needs to be met. These people will be ones to aid you, and you will also be able to aid them. It's going to be a thing where there's reciprocity or situation where there's reciprocity. It's going to be equal give and take, not something that's going to leave you drained. So it's like you have so many good things coming your way. Don't get, um, don't get distracted or don't feel like just because everything is not as you would want it at this moment, that it's not coming to you because the path ahead of you is still long. You still have uh, a ways to go, but it doesn't mean that on the way there, the journey will not be fun. There is so much that is coming to you, and it's the things I see are just beautiful. You're gonna have a better feeling about yourself. It's just gonna feel like it's a different time. It's like moving out from this roughness, this dissatisfaction. You know, when you are a traveler, that means that you are constantly on the move. You're going forward towards what it is that you desire. And here, like with this industry, I just feel like a lot of desire has not been realized as of yet. But we did have the Ace of Pentacles opening up this reading. So it's just a matter of time and effort. It's coming. It's coming. These last three cards are from the Life Purpose Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. And the first card that came up is Career Change. It says, you're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. Here we go again, that word desire. And I want you to notice the last word, deserve. You deserve all the beautiful things that are coming into your life. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some effort. But what I'm hearing in my mind now is for you to work smart and not hard. To invoke your spiritual team so that way they can show you the easiest way to get to your goal, the easiest way. You know, we want to have things with ease. Yes, hard work is great, but sometimes it's not about the physical effort that you're putting in. It has to have a good balance to it. Does this career that you're embarking upon fulfill you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically? Is it going to allow you to spend the time that you want with your family and friends and doing things that you enjoy? Or is this going to be something where you're working so many hours that you rarely get time to rest? You rarely get time to eat. You know, you're shoving food down your mouth and because you only have like a half an hour break. Is this something that's really going to benefit you? You know, and right now is the time to use these unlimited ideas that are coming to you to see how you can change your financial situation by monetizing something that you love to do, something that's easy for you to do. You know, is there a topic that you can speak on for 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes, an hour? That might be something that you want to go ahead and offer to people, you know? You never know who is interested in what you're interested in. And seeing that there's millions and billions of people on the earth, there's a likelihood that there's going to be a few hundred that are into what you're into, but they won't ever know until you share. So, in changing your career, look for what feels good for you. What is going to be the most advantageous for you? What is going to allow you to be in balance with your life? You know, you shouldn't just be working to live, you should be living, you know? Our next card up is creative expressions. It says, your soul longs to express itself creatively. In line with what I was talking about with the card for career change, what is speaking to you? What really motivates you? What could you talk about for hours? What could you do for hours? What do you get lost in? Do you like to draw? Do you like to paint? Do you like to dance? Do you like to sing? Do you like to make arts and crafts? Are you a teacher? Are you someone who, you know, can build things? Are you a mechanic? What are you good at? What do you like to do? What do you do that no one pays you for but that you can make money off of. Use that as your creative expression. And I'm not trying to just say that you should take something that you enjoy and run it to the ground trying to make money out off of it. I'm not saying that. If it's feeling like it's forced and it's too much, then that's not the right thing for you. And asking for your needs to be met, you can also ask for a career that meets your needs and your lifestyle. So that way you're guided there and you can get the ideas of where to go and how to do what it is that you want to do in order to live your life the way that you want to with the financial freedom that you're looking for. The last card is trust. It says trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Again, whatever you feel that you can do, these ideas that are coming to you, these downloads are coming to you for a reason. It's because you, within yourself, within your being, already possess the tools needed to go forth to do what it is that you want to do on your career, within your life. And if you implement meditation or prayer, time to rest, time to be active, and to work on that gratitude, asking for your needs to be met, letting go of guilt, facing your financial fears, changing your perspective or your view, getting that rest that you need, is going to attract to you new material beginnings, fellow travelers and support for you, and a new career that's going to be more fruitful and advantageous to you and your lifestyle and help you incorporate your creativity, help you to express your creativity. There's a saying, and I'm not sure if I'm going to say it correctly, but I'm going to go ahead and, try to give it off the top of my head. It says, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. So may you never work a day in your life and be consumed with working within love, what you love to do. And that will attract others to you. It's a beautiful thing. Well, that's all I have for this reading here. I hope that it was informative and related to you, um, that it brings you clarity and insight on your path. And I pray that you have a great rest of your day. If you are interested in a personal reading, I'm offering them. The information is in the description box. My readings are done live, where you and I speak live. It's held over Zoom. So if you would like to go ahead and schedule a reading with me, please go ahead and contact me at my website in the description box below. Thank you. Hi, Group 2. If you've chosen this deck, we're going to go ahead and see your reading as to what Spirit wants for you to know. Again, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you do happen to come across this reading, it is the information that Spirit does want for you to know. I do want to let you know that I am offering readings, personal readings. My readings are done live over Zoom. If you are interested in getting a reading done with me, the information is below in the description box. Okay, Group 2, let's go ahead and get into your reading. The first card up in your reading is from the Illuminati Tarot. I don't know the author of this card, so if I did, I would say it. It actually happens to be one of my favorite decks, one of my first decks I ever bought. The Chariot came up in reverse. I'm not able to show it because I didn't copy the cards in the reverse. So here we go. But with it being in the reverse, it's talking about there's like a halt coming to where you're trying to go to. What is it that you're trying to do? It seems like you're not really having that forward action, that forward moving action. And it's more like on a soul level. It's not like even physical because the physical would be more like a hangman kind of energy. This is more like what's going on in your mind? What is keeping you feeling stuck? Or like you're going backwards, or like you're not able to really gain any momentum or forward movement. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see what the next card is up. Next up is the King of Swords that came in an upright position. And what I'm getting from this is that mentally you have a lot going on. Like there's a strategy that you want to put into action, but there seems to be no forward movement at this time. So I want to see more about this. Let's see what the next card is that comes up. Next up is the Two of Wands, and that came in the upright position. And here in this card, with the image is showing a conqueror there on the edge of the world. So it seems like with you receiving the King of Swords card, wonder why I said cups. Okay, we'll see. But with the King of Swords, you're brilliant in your mind. You have a very strong mind. You're intelligent. You're intellectual. Your mind is very sharp. Sometimes I feel like your words are sharp too. Like you can cut people down with your words and even yourself. Okay, that's the feeling I'm getting. It's more like you're in your head because the chariot is more about like moving forward spiritually, like the actions that you take by your thought process, the inspired actions. It seems like there's something that's not letting you move forward and not letting you see the fruition of this idea, this strategy. It's possible for you to be standing there at the edge of the world, like, yes, I got this. He's holding his two wands in his hands and he looks quite proud. So, I feel like whatever ideas you have are really great, but yet it still seems to be like there is something missing. So let's go ahead and see what that could be. Let's go ahead and look at the next card. Okay, here we go. Starting to be a little bit clearer for me. The next card up is the Five of Cups. And this here is talking about you crying over spilt milk, basically, even though it's not milk that's being showed there on the image. It looks like wine. Or seeing that it's red, maybe you poured your blood, sweat, and tears into these projects or these products that you are creating, this strategy that you have in mind. Things didn't pan out, but you are a person that is so intelligent that you had a few more things on the back burner. Those are still viable. They still can work if you give them the chance. I feel like the reason that the chariot came in reverse is that you're stuck here crying over those cups that spilled, but you're not taking the time to realize that if you were to pay attention to the other two cups that are full, it would reverse that situation of the chariot not being in movement, you know? Like I saw a flash of the chariot's wheels being stuck in mud. It's like there's too much muck going on in your mind to allow you to see that you still have so many opportunities that are available to you. You're over here crying over what is already gone. You can't put it back into the cup. So once it's already out and it's gone, sometimes we just have to let things go. There was a project that I was working on for a while and I was so into it. I was spending like a few hours a day on it. And when I got to the point where I felt like there was something more that needed to be done to it. It needed to be tweaked. I was in my little perfectionist kind of mode. It kind of just turned me off after a while. I just didn't have the passion for it because I was just spending too much time on trying to perfect something that was already perfect once I had finished it. And going back into retweak things ended up causing the project I was working on to break down. So I wasn't able to even have it be what I wanted because once it was finished, my needing to make sure that it was extra perfect and up to some impossible standard because I mean my standard is pretty high, but it was like some impossible standard and some pressure that I was putting on myself for no reason, but it ended up ruining my project. So, I was upset about it, but I have millions of ideas and I create so many things. So, okay, that's just one thing that didn't go well. Yes, I spent my time and my energy doing it, but that's not the end all and be all of my creative life or of my life in general. So that's the feeling that I'm getting. Like there's a part of you that's not seeing the opportunity that's still available to you and not letting you sit in that King of Swords energy and really, feeling like, okay, this idea is going to take off, and your ships are going to come in. They are. But right now, you just don't seem to be in the mind frame to realize that. And this reading is to help you understand that just because things don't go right doesn't mean the next time that you try it, that it won't go right. It might. It might. Next up is oh, let's see. You guys got 4 cards from the Angel of Abundance Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue. Um, I think that was the most out of any pile. So, okay, let's go ahead and get into this information here. So the first card that came up says cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. I think that pretty much speaks for itself, so I'm just going to let it go right there. The next card up is attracting, not chasing. It says anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. When I look at this card, seeing that it's set on the water, it's bringing me back to the Five of Cups energy, and there's an opposite, like contrast there. The Five of Cups is more like gray, cloudy, and this one here has more vibrancy there. There's still some clouds, but it's more welcoming, it's more inviting, and it feels like once you get into this mindset of attracting, using that law of attraction, and having a belief within yourself that your ideas are fruitful and they will lead you to a great opportunity where you will no longer feel like you're in the chariot reverse energy. It'll be the chariot upright where you're moving forward. And it's not that you're moving forward chasing anything, it's that you're moving forward on your own lane. You're creating your own lane. You're creating your own path. you are the trailblazer in your life. And it's going to take you having an attitude of gratitude and being able to have love for yourself. Because when you have love for yourself, that radiates outward and that is attractive. So that is attracting to you instead of you trying to chase something that you may never attain. The next card is Sever Vows of Poverty. It says, Dear one, there is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have had, consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. Hmm. Now, I don't have a feeling that, many of you are in poverty financially. This more so is going back to that chariot energy. This is more like mentally. Are you robbing yourself of the experiences that you could have by chasing after you want instead of knowing that within you, you have the tools available to attract what it is that you want for yourself? So I'm not just saying that you sit on the sofa and you just be like, yeah, I want a pizza, and the pizza's just gonna come to you. I'm not talking about that. I'm not, trying to be silly or anything. But it's more like when you work in accordance with what it is that you want, then you are able to receive it. And if you feel like you're always stuck and you're sitting in the Five of Cup energy, crying over the spilled milk, crying over the things that didn't pan out, instead of seeing that there is opportunity for you and that you are in the King of Swords energy. You are so intelligent. There are so many ideas that come to you that you are able to act on swiftly and precisely. And you also can use that King of Swords energy to cut down any thinking in your mind that leaves you in that Five of Cup energy, leaving you feeling as if you are grieving over a loss, you know? Not to say that you're not supposed to grieve. Please don't take me saying that, that way. But it's more so there has to be a time where you realize, hey, this didn't work or it's not going to work. What is next? And to train yourself to look forward to what is next. So sever those vows of poverty, whether it is financial poverty or mental and emotional poverty. It's something that we all need to work on. And the last card out of the Angels of Abundance Oracle card deck is Bountiful Nature. It says, spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. That was a little bit of a tongue twister right there for me. I think that and this card here ties in perfectly with severing vows of poverty, attracting and not chasing, cooperation instead of competition. Take some time to be outside. It helps you to be at one with yourself. Go for a walk. If it's possible, walk with your shoes off. If you can walk on the grass, go ahead and ground yourself. So when you do grounding and you're like sitting on the grass or walking on the grass, and it's, skin contact, what happens is the earth will pull the negative out from you and infuse, these vitamins and minerals that are found within the soil and infuse within you. And if you take some time to meditate while you're out in nature, there is a beautiful exchange that happens where you can ask Mother Earth, Gaia, the elements to remove from you this heaviness that you've been feeling, the grief, the grieving that you're going over those three spilled cups, those things that did not work out the way that you wanted to. And you can be asked to be infused with energy. You can always tap into the all. That energy is available to you as I don't know if you heard my dogs in the background, but my puppies get excited when people walk by the door. So excuse me for that, but hey, they're here. Well, let's go ahead and get over to our next set of oracle cards, which come from the Sacred Traveler Oracle card set by Denise Lynn. The first card to come up from the Sacred Traveler Oracle card deck is Voyage of the Heart. It says love flows through you and to you. With this, I'm seeing this is how you get out of the reverse chariot energy. The next card we have is Journey by Moonlight. It says believe in magic. When you change that point of view that you have and are able to just know that you're not going to be stuck forever. Believe in the magic within you. Believe within yourself that you were created with the tools that you need in order to live the life that you envision for yourself. Believe in the magic of you. Believe in it so much that it just radiates out from you, and you'll see how much your life will change. And the last card is Taking Shelter. It says the answers are within. Clear and cut. It couldn't get any more precise than this. The answers are within. Moving on to cards pulled for Group 2 from the Life Purpose Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. Your first card is Steady. It says reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. Again, taking time to go within, right? Because when you're studying, it is a personal thing that is done. You're taking your time out to read over something or practice doing something that's going to help you. You're doing the research, you're taking your time to go and to infuse yourself with information and knowledge. That's a beautiful thing. Go ahead, get your study on. The next card is Author. It says you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. Well, we had the reverse chariot opening up the reading, and it's talking about like a mental energy being stuck in a mental energy. But if you take the advice to go ahead and do study and research, it may help you with the blockages that you're experiencing. If you have a book inside you, there is something about your life experience or your entire life that would be such an interesting read. There is a field of study that you are into and quite knowledgeable about. You could talk about it for hours without having to even prepare. There goes your book. Take the time for yourself. You are the king of swords energy, that intellectual. When you take that time for yourself, to do that study, to do that meditation, to go within. The answers are within, like the taking shelter card said, the answers are within. When you're doing what you love, it flows through you, and the things that you are looking for will come to you. So that way you're not chasing, you are attracting, And with the card that came out of cooperation instead of competition, I'm also seeing that it's not only just talking about outside sources, it's talking about the thoughts in your head. It feels like at times there's so much thoughts there. It's hard to weed out which one is going to be the best for you. And then at times it feels like there's just a frustration in not moving forward. But this can change if you allow yourself to get out of the stuck energy that you're in because you have it within you to be in that Two of Wands energy where all your ships are going to be coming in. You're at the edge of the world just living your best life. That's coming to you, that's available to you. So if there's something that you want to write, or maybe it's not a book, maybe it's a blog, maybe it's a post, you know, do you have a comedy skit that you want to write? Do you have a movie that you want to write? A play you want to write? Like, there's so many things that you could do. I feel like we have some poets in here. We have some songwriters in here. When you put that pen to paper, magic happens. Like, when you are writing, you are spelling. And spelling is the root, well, spell is the root word in spelling. So that is putting your ideas from your mind or those that are in the ethers and bringing them into reality by putting them down on paper. And when you do that, when you put your ideas down on paper, it becomes a goal. And then from there, you can go ahead and complete that goal and achieve the victory that you're looking for. The last card we have is children. It says, your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. I kind of get that. Yeah, I could see how what it is that you are really good at would be interesting to the youth. Let your inspiration come, you know. Sever the vows of poverty with the stinking thinking, with feeling like you can't move forward because you have a wealth of information within you and you have the tools to be able to access that information if you don't have it within you. Once you are in this energy of loving yourself, loving what you do, it sends out this vibration that makes you so attractive. And children kind of love y'all. Children, animals, I feel like there's just a vibrancy to your personality and there's a playfulness about you. I'm also getting from this card to connect with the inner child. Um, some of you might want to take in doing inner child work or deep soul work. Uh, so that way you can tap back into that playfulness and tap back into your imagination because I do feel like there are some blocks within some of you that you're just not within that youthfulness within yourself. So you have to go back to the childlikeness of yourself and remember what did you like to do back then? Did you like to go make mud pies? Did you like to paint? Did you like to cook? Did you like to tell stories? Did you like to read? What did you like to do? If you can tap back into that energy, what you can create is unlimited and beautiful, and it will help you to move forward. So please understand that even though it may feel like you're stuck at this time, you have the tools within you, and there are the tools outside, of you, like using Google or reading the book or getting a mentor, going back to school, doing something that's going to ignite your intellectual process and ignite the imagination within you, the childlike fun within you, that energy within you, so that way you can sever the vows of poverty and enjoy a bountiful nature, and enjoy the things that are coming to you. There's so many beautiful things coming your way. If you're feeling down, please don't feel down today. Just smile right now. Just smile. If you smile right now, your body can't help but smile. It's not physically possible for you not to be feeling better once you smile. So go ahead and do it. Even if it looks stupid for right now, don't worry about it. Smile. All right, y'all. So that's all I have for this reading. Again, if you are interested in booking a reading with me, the descriptions are in the, oh, it's in the description box. There we go. That's what I meant to say. Okay. It was great talking to you, and I look forward to having you come back for another reading. Thanks for watching. Please make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Hi, all who selected Group 3 or Pile 3. This is your reading, your timeless reading as to what Spirit wants for you to know. And before we get into that reading, I do want you to know that I am offering personal readings. They are done live. We'll speak over Zoom. So if you are interested in booking a reading with me, the information is in the description box of the video. Okay, let's go ahead and get into Groups 3 reading. Four cards came out for this group here from the Illuminati Tarot. And the first card up is the Fool. So what I'm getting from this is that you are about to step out on a journey. You have all the tools within you to go ahead. You're carrying it with you in your little bag, and you're about to take this leap of faith to go forth for what it is that you want. You have some new idea, or you have a new passion, or you have renewed your passion for something, and you're finally going to go ahead and take the steps necessary. So, regardless of whether other people are in agreement with what it is that you're doing, there's something internally that lets you know you are stepping out in the right direction. The sun is at your back, so it's illuminating the path before you. So I feel like there's something new on the horizon for you that you are going to be stepping out into. Let's see what that's going to be. The next up is the Four of Cups, and that came in the upright position. Wow, okay. So seems like you guys are in your feelings about something. Maybe you went and started off this new journey and things are not going exactly as you had wished. There's some delays, or the options that you had in front of you are not piquing your interest, or really not enlivening you the way that you had anticipated at the beginning of this journey. Sometimes you get tired. It looks like the guy sitting in that picture is tired, more so mentally, emotionally, than he is physically. Um, but there's a cup being offered, and this cup is more bejeweled and has a aura around it that, you know, is going to offer you a new, refreshing view on this journey that you are setting out, or this journey that you are on. So it's not that things are not going well for you, is that you're not taking the opportunities that are being handed to you. Like this is a major opportunity that's being handed to you. And I feel for some of you, it's an opportunity that is currently being offered, and for some of you, it is an opportunity that's going to come to you in the near future. Seeing that you have still within you that spark to be able to go forward on this journey that you set out for. If you take this cup that's being offered, it's going to renew you, invigorate you, and aliven you. You know, the yellow color that's around that chalice, that beautiful cup there, is like that of the sun. You know, you're going to be revitalized when you get yourself out of the emotions of, oh, it's not going well for me, and take on another point of view and see what is available to you and, you know, partake of it. The next card up is the Two of Swords. This card came in the reverse position. So it feels like with it in the upright position, it's talking about you feeling trapped, but it's in your mind. You know, you're stuck with some conflicting thoughts about how to move forward, and you're not seeing like the Four of Cups card, the opportunity that is available to you. So with it coming in the reverse, what I'm feeling from that is like you're coming out of that energy and you are seeing the opportunities that are in front of you. You're removing that blindfold from you, and the swords are no longer keeping you restricted. Like there's going to be an intellectual process that's going to happen. Like I see in my mind like gears grinding and working, but there was like a cog in the machine. Like there was a little stick or something that got into these gears and it wasn't moving forward. But when you change your perception, change your mindset, and are able to have a different view of things, you know, when you ask Holy Spirit to provide you with a heavenly view of what is happening in your life and to shine light upon your path, then that is brought to you. So that's like the energy that you will be going into if you're not already there, where you're breaking out from the energy of, hey, this is not working out for me, and saying, look, there is something else out there for me. I'm going to go ahead and see what this opportunity is about. Go ahead and go for it. The last card from this deck is the Three of Cups, and this is talking about celebration. You know, look at all the bounty that there is here in this card, all the fruits, the vegetables, the flowers. It's lit up, you know, it has like all the elements there, even though it is the Suit of Cups, the element of water that's being spoken about here. In the imagery, you're able to see the air, the fire, and in the cups, of course, they have liquid in there, and then you see the vegetation coming forth from the earth. So it's like the elements are there, and then the fifth element of spirit is there because they are in celebration. So once you are able to change your emotional process about how you're going to go forth and go, you know, be this fool to set out on this journey, whether you're dealing with people who are naysayers or people that doubt you, or whether you are doubting yourself, know that it is within you to be victorious. This is a card of celebration, of victory. And it's three women here in this card together. So it's not that you're going to be doing this on your own. There's going to be people around you to help you to bring this idea to fruition and have it completed in a great way, in a way that makes you feel wonderful, makes you feel celebratory, makes you feel happy, and makes you want to share it with those around you. That's the energy that's coming in for you. Next up are some cards that were pulled from the Sacred Traveler Oracle card deck from by Denise Lynn. Um, with this group three, I'm going to do something a little bit different. For group one and two, I went through each of these cards separately, but I'm feeling like guided to just show you each one of the cards, read the descriptions, and then talk them about them as a whole together. So let's go ahead and do that. The first card that came out says take a divinely guided chance. It says all positive changes and successful ventures involve a degree of risk and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar, but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. The next card is Detox Your Friendships. It says your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you are spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Next up is the card Release Jealousy. It says jealousy is an affirmation that you do not have something and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire you rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. The last card for this deck of cards is Power of Prayer. It says, give the situation to God for uplifting and healing and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. With this here, with these four cards, the first one, take a divinely guided chance. I'm seeing that in correlation with the tarot cards and especially that Three of Cups. That's the energy. That's the ending of the energy there when you do that, when you take that divinely guided chance. Detoxing your friendships. With that, I'm not only getting the people that you're around, but also the mindset that you are in, as well as are you friends with the disgusting voices in your head, the ones that say unkind things about you? Is that your first go-to? Are you saying stuff that is disparaging about yourself, that is belittling yourself, that is unkind, that is un that is not done with compassion? Those are relationships within ourselves that we need to fix because they cause blockages for us within ourselves and within our friendships and within our family relationships. So there's a need to detox mentally, emotionally, physically from people, places, things, and thoughts. With the other card, release jealousy. I'm not really getting a feeling like you're jealous of other people, but it's more like a feeling like when you see someone doing well, you're not taking into account that if you see someone else doing something, you also have the ability to do it also, but in your own way. So building up within yourself the courage and the confidence and the focus and determination to do what it is that you set out to do on the beginning of this journey. That's within you. So there has to be a release of the jealousy of feeling like you can't attain what it is that you want to attain. If others are doing it, so can you. The thing is that when we see people being successful, we just see the outcome that we're looking for, and we're not really taking into account the amount of work that person had to put in order to achieve that success, and the amount of work that you're going to have to put in order to achieve your success. So don't worry about what other people are doing and what they have. Just know that you have it within you to be able to manifest the things that you want by putting in the work, working smart, working diligently, and being focused and, putting in your order to God, basically. So, the power of prayer. Yeah, we've been on this card for a minute, right? So there's some things that we just need to give up. There's some things that about the way that it just keeps coming up to me, the way that you talk to yourself internally. That voice within you is keeping you from really seeing how to get to the victorious feeling that you're looking for, how to get to where it is that you're going and feel satisfaction in what it is that you're doing. There is power in prayer. When you're speaking to this higher power, you are also speaking to yourself. And if you really take into account the feeling that you have behind the words that you say, you would see how they affect your body either in a positive or a negative way. And while I'm not, I want to put this out there. I know that there's a big thing about like, oh, no negativity. Um, but truthfully, as a balanced individual, I would say, think of yourself as a battery. A battery has a negative and a positive side, and they both are necessary because the negative and the positive draw towards each other and create a balance, which gives off this energy, that's needed for whatever piece of equipment you're putting this battery into. So it's not all about just avoiding the negative, it's asking for balance, seeking to have balance of the positive and the negative, and then using your power of transmutation, the power that you have within you to change, to bring things into being the way that you would like for them to be, in the way that see them going. You have that power within you. If you connect with the power of prayer, the power of meditation, the power of writing your thoughts down, and then maybe putting some dates with those things that you write down. So now they become goals. And then from there, you can start a blueprint to see how you're going to establish yourself and to have the victory that you're looking for in your life. There's so much power in prayer, and there's so much power within you. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. If there is a prayer that you need to say, I would say ask for balance within your life. Balance. Next up are three cards that I pulled for group 3 from the Sacred Traveler Oracle card deck by Denise Lynn. The first card is Answer the Calling. The time is now. We started out this reading with the Fool card. So the Fool heard that call and answered the call. So it's like you're already on your way. But now that you are tapping into the power of prayer and meditation and writing down your thoughts and your ideas, that is you now answering that call, right? Because the call was like these ideas, this inspiration that came into your mind. You have it within you. You have the tools within you. You have the ability, the know-how to go ahead and do what you need to do because you have these skills within you. So answer the call. The time is now. The next card up is Cleansing Waters. It says purification activates vibrant life force. And here we know that you already have a vibrant life force. You started off as, you know, this eager person going on this journey, with a little backpack on. You had your stuff, you got your little companion dog going with you, and you're getting stuff done. Um, Now it's time to refresh yourself, because when you were in that Four of Cups energy and the Two of Swords energy, like feeling blocked and not really seeing your opportunities, it's sometimes necessary for us to go ahead and cleanse. Like for myself, I take a spiritual bath at least once a week. I do a lot of mediumship work and a lot of spell work for myself and for our clients. So there's a constant need to cleanse myself and refresh myself. I also have other baths that I create besides the spiritual bath. I have one to help just, give you energy, one to help you fall asleep, one for love. Um, One for money, and a few other ones that I just can't think of right now. They are on my website, which is in the description box. But I feel like it's time for you guys to take a spiritual cleansing bath, or even get out to the water, go by the river, go to the lake, go by the ocean, go to the beach, go to a pool, something. Just get yourself outdoors and into the water. Water carries memory, water refreshes, water cleans. It feels like you just need a little bit of a break right about now, um, to refresh yourself so that way you can see the opportunity, right? It'll give you a different vantage point, a different perspective as to how to approach this thing that you want to do or this goal that you want to achieve. The last card from this deck is Overcoming Obstacles. It says you can overcome anything. Period. Yeah, that's it. You can overcome anything. Remember that the end of this journey leads into the Three of Cups energy. That's victory. So, yes, it's going to be things that are going to be more work and take more time and dedication, but it's not a stop to this journey that you're on. It might be a detour, or it might be something that seems as if it's a blockage, but when you have the power of prayer and you are so full of conviction that this journey that you set on really does have a beautiful purpose for you and a beautiful ending for you, there's nothing that you can't overcome. So I'm not saying that it's going to be easy all the time, but you can ask for Holy Spirit to provide you with ease, to make things come to you, in a way that doesn't cause you harm and doesn't harm your loved ones. It's possible. You are so strong. Like you have everything already that you need within you. So go within and you can overcome anything. Okay, the last deck of cards we're going to be reading from is the Life Purpose Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And the first card that came up is music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. So some of you may be, music artists. You may play instruments. You may be a rapper, singer, or hmm, yeah, like I'm seeing like opera, just so many different genres of music and so many different styles. And then like I'm hearing like techno music, or some of you might even create meditation music, which is beautiful. I absolutely love that. I try to listen to it every night to fall asleep. So depending on what I'm trying to heal within myself or what I'm trying to attain, I might listen to like I think it's like 528 is like the Love Hearse. Um, yeah, I'm not going to go ahead and give out the other numbers because I can't picture them in my mind right now. But when you listen to music, that's tapping into the divine. Like I had seen this video of someone recording crickets, and they played it in a way, I think like they played it backwards, the recording backwards, and it was this beautiful, beautiful melody, this beautiful harmony. It was just this, it just sounded so beautiful. And it just made me be in awe of how everything on this earth has a vibration and a frequency and is able to tap into this one harmony, right? It's a universe, right? You and I, right? One one verse. So it's all together as one verse. If you can tap into the music within yourself, that harmony within yourself, that flow, if you can get into the flow of where your journey is taking you and not fight against the current, it puts you in this great space where you can tap into your power and the power of the all, the power of the elements of earth, air, water, and fire and spirit. Go ahead and go listen to some music and it'll probably help you with coming up with your game plan and be cautious of what kind of music you're listening to because some music might be good for some things and not so good for others. So if you're trying to make some plans to make some stuff happen, maybe you don't want to listen to some sad love songs because it would be kind of counterproductive to what it is that you're doing. So if you can find music that matches your mood, that can help you with opening up and seeing what plans you need to make and what steps you need to take on this journey that you're on. The next card up is Strength. It says everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. I want for you to acknowledge that about yourself. Acknowledge your strength. Do you know that everything that came to kill you failed because you're still alive today? So your survival and thriving rate is 100%. Acknowledge that strength. Acknowledge that you are here. I'm grateful that you're here. You are important. You are needed. Share your insight, share your vision and your goals with those who are on the same vibration and frequency as you. And in doing so, you will gather more strength, right? Birds of a feather flock together. I don't really know. I guess it's because of all the feathers and wings that are here in this picture, but it's that saying just came into my mind. Birds of a feather flock together. If you want to be victorious and you want to have the success that you envision in your mind and have this journey turn out the way that you would like it to, there's strength that is needed, and that strength is there within you. And anytime that you feel that you are running out of strength, tap into prayer, tap into meditation, go to the cleansing waters, go outside for a walk. You understand? Because going out in nature can help you see how to overcome the obstacles that are coming on your path, you know? You're so strong. That's so beautiful. Give yourself a hug. Oh my gosh. That was so beautiful. The last card is leadership. It says, take charge of this situation. This reading was just so great. It really flowed together. So you starting out as the Fool at the beginning of this reading, I told you you have everything that you need within you. You are a leader. You are strong. Your vibe is one that many people are attracted to. It's like you have this melody about you. Like, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I have theme songs that I walk around to in my mind. So if I'm feeling some sort of way, I'm not going to share which song it was because I don't want to share that on YouTube. But I have theme music that I walk around to, and it makes me feel pretty badass, depending on what song it is that I'm playing. But get yourself a theme song or listen to something that's going to uplift you and really speak about the beautiful qualities within you. You know, leaders are different from bosses. Bosses tell you what to do. A leader will show you by example and work with their team to make sure that the goal is achieved. And right now, the goal is for you to achieve what it is that you set out to do at the beginning of your path when you started out as the full. So know that you are strong, that you have a calling, and it is up to you to answer this calling. Take that divinely guided chance, you know, just see how powerful you are. I wish you the best in your journey. I pray that this reading resonated with you. If it did, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like the video. As I said at the beginning of this reading, I am available for personal readings, which will be over video on Zoom. So if you're interested in having a reading done with me, please go ahead and book. The information is in the description box. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day.